So, we're about to take on our opponent in the third qualifying round of the Europa Conference League. We know who we'll be facing in the fourth qualifying round if we get past our Slovenian opponents. Speaking of Slovenia, we might just signed this guy. Marko Bosic for £38,000. I'm rather excited. I think you can see why. Hello. Welcome everyone to JLABTV. I'm JLAB and this is Football Manager 2022 The Master. We build a save. We have signed Marko Bosic from the Slovenian leagues, from Celje of all teams. So I thought, okay, this guy is too good to turn down for 38,000. Nobody else is in for him. He does have a minimum release clause of 1.5 million, and his other club that we signed him from wants 40% of profit for next sale. We're still going to make a lot of money from this guy when we sell him and when they sell him. And what I'm doing is I'm making sure that if I was to leave within the next year or two, this team will be financially secure, they're stable, they're looking good. And let's be honest, this guy's amazing for 38,000. And he's 19, he's got a bright future. He could honestly be a leading player for this division, a star player for this division in the future. And he's on a 3-year deal, so I could see this guy leaving us in the future, really could. 2 foreign clubs, admittedly, so not 2 clubs in this country, thankfully. But yeah, £1,800 a week. I don't think that's terrible, personally. Yes, we're paying 5% of our wages bill, but yeah. I personally think that for 19 years of age, Marko Bosic is worth the money. We've had a few games since we last met as well, so let's go over those games, shall we? So the first game we had since we won the first leg of the Europa Conference League second qualifying round, we took an AIK and we were 1-0 up inside 21 minutes after Storm got his first goal in the league. I was happy because he'd done really well. Then we're 2-0 up inside 35 minutes and Rasmussen with a wonderful ball to find Miskovic, 2-0 in the first half. And then we started to really make ourselves known. Nasso finds Storm, he plays the ball into the middle to find Josephson, who scores from off the bench to make it 3-0. Before 88 minutes in, we make it 4. Josephson found by Nassau. Josephson does this. That might be my favourite goal he's ever scored, and probably the best goal he's ever scored so far. And we've beaten AIK, who beats early in the year, by 4-0. I don't know where this came from, but quite frankly, I'm happy it's happening. We kind of didn't rotate for this game as much as I could have done, but hey, we just beat a team that beat us early in the year by 4-0. I don't know what else to say. This is a really good performance as far as I'm concerned. We then went to Israel and rotated the team a little bit, and we were 1-0 down inside 30 minutes after Ives scores the opening goal. We woke up from that, and then we decided to take the lead, or get the equaliser. Vesatosic finds Josephson, he finds the back of the net, 1-0 the night. So good to see him scoring again. Then we get the ball back, and this ball from Miskovic is delightful. Josephson gets on the ball, he then does that, really good finish. Jacob Josephson has got 4 goals in the last 2 matches. I then took him off for Bentel. And then Miskovic finds Bentel. Bentel scores his second Europa Conference League goal of the season to make it 3-1. And then 88 minutes in, we make it 4 because we score again. And yeah, Miskovic finds Bentel. Bentel gets his head to it. 4-1 in the night, 8-1 overall. We're in the next round playing in Slovenia. And speaking of the Europa Conference League, I do know who we're facing in the next round after this game. If we get past our Slovenian opponents in Olimpija Lublana, we will be taken on Wolfsburg if we win. Wolfsburg, yeah. I must confess, I didn't think it'd be Wolfsburg of all teams, but there we go. We are going to have a difficult tie, regardless of what happens. I just wish it wasn't them that we had to take on. Because we're not going to get to the group stage now we've got that team to take on. Let's be honest. If we get past them, it's a miracle in itself. Admittedly, the board only wants to get to the 4th qualifying round, so we just need to beat our Slovenian opponents twice, or at least once, and then get through to the next round. As long as we don't get knocked down this round, we're fine. We're strengthened enough, I think, to make sure we can do that. We then took on Wolfsburg, and inside 60 minutes, we're 1-up. I thought we got a penalty there, but then Bjorkos finds Bentel, and Bentel fast in it anyway, so we leave regardless, despite potentially we should have got the penalty. We then make it 2 after Bjorkos was played through by Bentel, and Bjorkos does this. really good finish. I have a feeling that Bjorkis is not going to get as much first team football now that we've got our new midfielder, but it doesn't matter because Bentel actually scores anyway. So 27 minutes, it's already 3-0 against a team that last year won the Svensson Cup, and I currently bottom. They then scored a goal, and I'm actually disappointed that we consider 13th league goal of the year as Tegerson scores. But yes, we're looking good. We've won 2 league games, we won another cup game, and as things stand, we're second. We're 3 points behind Malmo with 11 games to go. And I'm delighted by that because we're actually doing really well so far. And given that this side has not been in the top flight for what God knows how long, at least 20 years at this point, we're doing really well. And yeah, we've not been in the top flight since 2009, relegated almost immediately after winning the second tier last time. This time, we're not even going to be concerned about relegation. We've already got enough points to really say we're safe effectively for the average points needed. In fact, the last time this team were in the top 3 was in 2002. Could we be about to get this team in the top 3 for the first time in 23 years? I'd like to think we could. I mean, we just won the first competitive cup in 25 years in terms of the domestic glory, in the big regards. And yeah, the fact we've won the Svensson Cup for the first time in 25 years. We're looking like we could be in the top 3 of the Svensson for the first time in 23 years. We've done a lot of things with this club already, and I'm not going to say this otherwise, but I genuinely believe we could be moving on if we get a good offer by a team that needs rebuilding in another country, because we've really rebuilt this team to be a team that can actually challenge for Europe and maybe even the title. Imagine if we won a title this year, literally a year after we won the second tier. That would do wonders from reputation. I don't think you could really do much more. Imagine doing a League and Cup double in a single season. That's just ridiculous, isn't it? Especially if we manage to get to the group stage of the Europa Conference League somehow. Because that's all I can really do. Win the Cup, win the League, get further into Europe. That's all I can do at this point. Outside of maybe getting into Europe again through domestic competitions. But hey, we did actually confirm August's signing, and he's not amazing, but honestly, he's a backup who's homegrown. I needed more homegrown players, and the fact he's on the bench a lot is useful. But yeah, Marcelo Pataluga, we actually sent out on loan, and I think if he gets first team football in Brazil, that's great. It really is great. He needs first team football. He's not going to get it here, now that we've kind of bought another goalkeeper for backup. Yes, we played him 6 times, but he's not getting decent first team football. He's only a decent player for the second tier, and he needs the first team football to really develop himself as a whole. And if he gets the first team football, he gets the first team football. And it's great. Especially if we can then send him on for profits as well later on down the line. It's not the end of the world. He's got good potential. We're just not going to get anywhere near it unless he gets the first team football, which he hasn't been getting with us. I'm also going to show you my former club, IFK Eskilstuna, and it's not been going well. They're in the relegation zone in the 3rd tier. They got 2 straight promotions with me. They could be about to get 2 straight relegations. So all my hard work getting into the 2nd tier might be about to be undone. I don't like that. I just don't like the fact that I'm actually having to say that with a straight face, and I feel heartbroken by the fact they're doing so poorly. So can you please do better in the future? Please. Thank you. Come on. Still, Europe. We're in Slovenia today. If we win, then that's a good sign. I'm probably going to have to do both games because I don't think we're going to destroy them like we did our Israeli opponents. Hamby did go through. They're playing against a Slovakian team in Donetsk Streda. And I'm looking for our other Swedish team because there was another Swedish team that went through. I can't remember. Yeah, AIK went through. They've got Lokomotiv Tbilisi. So, I mean, they got the easiest tie. I mean, that's all I can say in this situation. We've got 3 Swedish teams in the competition. In the Europa League, Sirius were knocked out of the Champions League. They have Estonia. Generally don't know what's going to happen with them, but coefficient-wise, we're looking good. We've got 3 teams in the next. We've got all 4 teams in the 3rd qualifying round in their respective competitions. Sirius could probably end up being knocked out and then get down to the Europa Conference League group stage, I think, but yeah, we need to work on that a bit more. Either way, I feel we can win today. What we are going to do is have this lineup today. Bozic's literally signed for us today, so he was not registered for the Europa League, Europa Conference League, sorry, so that's a bit annoying. But we still have a strong sub regardless. So 16's in goal, Burr, Milan, Sangri, and Gramfis in defence, Vesetisic, Ackerman, and Bjorkis in midfield, Lutovic, Miskovic, and Bentel. in the front three. We've got August, Gustafsson, Sigurdsson, Nasser, Storm, Zedakovic, and Jutterson on the bench. So hopefully we'll win today, and hopefully we'll do well. So let's see how we do in this match in Europe. Okay, we've got a corner. Miskovic's already tired. I don't know what he's done, but Milan's at the bar. He's been booked. That's our first highlight of the game and the first major chance I've seen us take so far. I feel we had a moment like this is in Israel, or at least in it. Oh, we're losing. Flip. Yeah, I'm just gonna say Philippe. Yeah, we're losing this game, and Venezia scores. So I had a feeling we might struggle a bit more. I don't want to be knocked down at this stage of the competition, but oh, that's a good ball. That is actually a good ball, and I don't think we could have done much about it. But we've just been carved over them. We've really been carved open here. He is on the side, though. There's no question about it. He was never off. I don't know why they even need a check. It was just a really good pass and a really good run. Okay, so Ackerman trying to get the ball. He did really well to close down, but we get the ball now. Here's Milan. Finds Ackerman. Finds Ludovic. And they're pressing quite nicely. Bjorkqvist now wide to Granfisk. And ball in the middle. Finds Ludovic! Alexander Ludovic scores the equaliser. It didn't last long, did it, that lead? We're back in this. What a cross that was as well, by the way, from Granfisk. I don't really feel like we've had a bad situation so far, but it's a really good ball in by Granfisk. First time as well. It's delightful. Ludovic on the first time volley. Half volley or not. Scores. It's good. So half time, it's 1-1. This is competitive. I like it. We actually feel like we're having a challenge here. As Celtic are winning 3-0 against Royal Antwerp, which is a bit of a shock to me. Hammarby are losing. Oh, crumbs. That's not good. What about the other team? AIK are drawing 1-0. They were leading at one point. PSV were losing, I saw earlier, briefly. They are drawing now, but they were losing at one point, so that could be awkward for them. But yeah, hopefully, we can get the lead in the second half. Okay, we've actually got really tired players right now. We are hopefully going to be able to get a late winner regardless, though. I would love that. Oh my god, Granfist on the ball. Finds Zelakovic. Can play the cross. Finds Josephson. Has he just done what I think he's done? If that's the goal I think he's just done, that is ridiculous technique. Oh my god. What a goal this is. I need to look at this again. This is actually... If he's done a step over finish... He literally has. He's done a backheel finish. I can't believe it. What a goal. 2-1. Ladies and gentlemen, we came from behind, but we won in Slovenia. That's a good win to go to Slovenia and win 2-1 despite being behind at one point and despite being a bit tired as well. I feel relieved that we got the victory here, so let's hope we can do more. So, let's look at the other games so far. So, we win 2-1. How we came from behind. They scored in the 88th and 94th minute to get the equaliser. Wow. Okay, that's a very good result for their point of view. And Hammarby, well, that was Hammarby, sorry. AIK won 5-1. I think they're through somehow. We might just have the most toughest tie, though. But, oh my god, that was a good result. Whew. PSV actually lost at home. Wow, that's a big team to be losing if they go out in this early at this stage. Oh, good news, we actually know who we're getting in the second round of the Swedish Cup. We're probably not going to do this on camera or anything in a live com, but we're just going to do this. And we do have Karlsland, so we shouldn't need to do this. Because if we get knocked out by them, I would be very disappointed. At least Eskilstuna take on Värnamo. I swear, that's almost unlucky for them at this point. But Värnamo are also having a struggling season, so who knows what might happen here. So we're playing against Tegafors, and I think we can win. We're rotating the squad a little bit because we need to make some changes because of fitness concerns. And yes, we are rotating quite a bit. We have 16 Mullins, Gustafsson, Milan, Sangri, Soderstrom starting, Vesetesic, Akman, Bosic, Storm, Zelakovic, and Justin starting as well. I could actually rotate the DM position as well. But yeah, I'm actually going to do that in... I think I'll bring on 6.5 time or something, or I'll definitely bring him on at some point. I just don't know when I'll do it. But Bosic is going to make his debut today. We are taking Bjorkqvist off the bench because I think he's tired. Well, I think he's tired. I could put him on the bench, actually. It would probably work that way, so let's do that. So Bjorkqvist is on the bench. Nasura is not going to be on the bench. It also adds another player for Sweden who is on the bench as well, which is useful. And yes, I think we've got a situation where we can definitely work with this, and we just need to make sure we do it perfectly. So, probably just going to show the goals, but let's see what happens either way. I'll see you guys in a bit. Got a highlight immediately, which is interesting. I don't think we'll get a highlight so quickly, but Wolfsburg, Graphics, and if we get the ball back, it'd be good. But we have got the ball. There we go. Gustafsson bid 6'5" is so useful for us. 60-man plays the ball forward to find Storm. He hasn't, and they get the ball back. We get the ball back as well. And there we go. So Sangri finds Soderstrom. His Bosic on his debut finds Vesetisic, and Ackerman finds Vesetisic, and we're looking good. I almost feel like we're partly taking over a lot of teams at this point, or at least taking a lot of nations. Bosic, Selakovic, Josefsson has scored inside 53 seconds. I start him today because he's been so good, and he's done it again. Josefsson might be my future sign. I don't think I need to get another striker, because Josefsson is just becoming that good of a player for me. He's developing so well, and Jacob Josefsson has scored again. 1-0 inside 53 minutes. Seconds. Alright, so we are going to have to try to defend. We have to remember that Malmo do not have European football this year because they did so poor in the league, and we won the cup. So Malmo have the advantage that all the teams in the top 4 to be the only one not in Europe competitively, and we've just conceded an equaliser against Degerfors. It's the first we conceded against them, and Soderstrom has made the mistake, so that's not ideal. We get the ball away initially, it just comes back in. We couldn't clear it clearly, and yeah, Soderstrom was just being in the air, and it's not good that Henry scores, so 1-1. Okay, not ideal. 1 at half time, and we don't need to be losing this game or drawing this game. Hacken are 3-0 up, so they will be going above us as things stand. Malmo are going to be 4 points at the top because they're being Hammarby right now. I kind of need Hammarby to do something productive here. And Your Gardens are also drawing 0-0, but AIK are winning. So we really need to pick up the pace and get another goal and get back in front. So let's do that, please. Come on. Ball gone forward, and Josefsson. Oh, good. Well done from Josefsson. He's got pace on his side. He's one of those players that I can rely on, I think, now. Soderstrom. What can he do? The man that we used to really use a lot, it feels like. But Ackerman, Josefsson. Stop! He's offside. Okay, we need to get a goal, and quickly. Miskovic's on the pitch now. Ackerman and Milan are definitely tired as well. Even though we rotated, it feels like we're not rotating enough. And Gustafsson can play in the middle. Not the best ball. And they actually are going to get the ball away, which is very unusual for us to make that kind of mistake. We're going to get the ball back, though. Soderstrom gets the ball. Sangri, now Bosic. Sigurdsson is on the pitch. Now, we've only got one sub we can make now. We've already made 2 of them. And we are just... I think the fixture congestion is catching us up to us, and it's not ideal. I hate, even with the 6 changes, it's still catching up to us. And here's Ackerman anyway. Storm... I mean, he's gone for goal. Probably should have done better. We get a call anyway, but we should have really done better with that, I think. Unfortunately, we've dropped points against Degerfors. This is not ideal, so that's going to cost us a little bit. So we're down to 3rd place, but we are not really expected to win the title, let's be honest. I think the fact we're even in the conversation up with 10 games to go is ridiculous, and it actually shows you how well we've done, but we still need to do better. Hopefully, the fact we rotated for the cup is going to make sure we actually don't screw things up. I mean, Degerfors are also in 6th, so it's not like they've been terrible this year, is it now? Okay, so how we've actually come in for Selakovic, and I'm not going to sell because I don't think it's worth selling him, so they can go away. We do have offers for loans, and that's something we will accept regardless, I think. Oh, hello, I've just signed this guy as well. I might have forgotten about this guy, but we are about to sign Hugo Riedmark from Tromsø, and when you look at this guy, you can see why I'm looking to sign him. Another midfielder I know, but he's only 16. I think he's worth the purchase, personally. And yeah, if we wanted to buy him now, it'll cost, well, then we wouldn't be able to get him anyway, but Hugo Riedmark, he's signing for us. I think he's worth the purchase, even if it's nothing at all, really. So, the last game of the video is here. We are hosting our Slovenian opponents. We're going to try and win. We've got a 1-goal lead going into this game. I think we can definitely do more. I did try to sign another player in the meantime, but they wanted too much money. I turned them down, so we've not got them. We have rotated the squad again. 6 players out from the last game, 6 players in for this game, and yeah, hope it'll work. So the lineup with this: Molin, Burr, Milan, Sangri, Granfisk, Vesetisic, Ackerman, Bjorkvist, Lotovic, Miskovic, and Bentel in the starting lineup with August, Gustafsson, Sigurdsson, Nasur, Storm, Zelakovic, and Josephson on the bench. We are looking good. We're looking strong. Even if we drew 1 on the last game, I feel like we're a good team here, so let's do this. Okay, Bjorkvist got a free kick, and it's a good save in the end. And we did what we could have done there. Okay, we got another free kick. Bjorkvist takes it, and Miskovic over the bar. We've had the chances so far, we need to take them. Another highlight immediately. Banik takes the goal kick, and it's been headed back to 16, and Molin on the ball. Plays it down to his feet. His Sangri. We were behind in the first game back to win 2-1. We know we can win this game. Here's Granvis though. Ball through. Trying to find Bentel. He has found Bentel. Kill in for it, and Bentel's hit the post. He should have got down on target at least. The keeper was stranded. Banik now. And AIK already winning their game, so they will be going through as things stand. Bentel finds Ludovic, and Ludovic on the ball. What can we do here is the question. As Ackerman is on the ball now. Here's Vesna Tisic and Bentel. Bjorkvist, is not the best ball, is it? And we should be good. Keeper could get to that, actually. And he's got ton of space to do what he wants. And now, we just need to be patient with this. Bjorkvist finds Granvis, can play the ball forward, finds Milikovic instead. We're now just letting the players run through. We're getting all the time and space. We've got all triangles, a square, the people that we can just pass to. Granvis now plays it back. And this is what we're good at, I find. That we are very good at just keeping the ball nicely and being very smart with the possession. And Granvis now with the run can play in the middle. Has done. And Bentel over the bar. Should have done more, but we're getting these chances. And now, that's good keeping. It was the bit overhit the pass anyway, but still we need to actually get there. And couple of the team that we took Vesna Tisic from are losing to Örgryte. So there's no surprise they're heading out now. But we got Wolfsburg after this if we go through. Here's Sangri though. Finds Granvisk. And now finds Vesna Tisic. Here's Ackerman. What can he do? Finds Ludovic. And Ludovic, ball through. Bentel. Good with Bentel. What can he do? Hasn't done as well as he has done in recent times. But Rasmussen finds Bentel. Plays across. Miskovic over the bar again. We've been the better team so far. We just need to take our chances. Because if we don't take our chances, then what are we doing? As we don't bother going for that. Because we know we're not going to get to it. Here's Zenik though. And here's Zek. Now. Smolosovok. And Zek again. Finds Isnik. Here's Smolozovic. And now Zek again. They're able to keep the ball now. But we know we can just be patient with our build-up. But we've not done well there. Let them through. And 16 had to make the save. Thankfully, we denied them, but not ideal for our point of view, is it now? And we've just let that go through. We need to defend this well, and hopefully we will, and it's been headed away. Here's Ludovic. Now, there won't probably be much of a highlight, but Ludovic, 2-on-3, he's been fouled. That should be a yellow card. So we are drawing 0-0, but we are winning overall. AIK are losing. Oh, no, wait, yeah, they're winning. I'm an idiot. They're drawing 1-1, but I look at Hapoel and I thought it was them. Awkward. But yeah, AIK are winning their game comfortably, even if they are drawing right now. And it's Hammarby we need to find, and they're winning. So after almost losing the game 2 in the last leg, they're actually coming back and winning this game. So good for them. Can we now do the same? Okay, so we've got a highlight for them. It's a free kick for their point of view. We've actually had all the possession apparently so far. We've just not seen anything until now. We've made our 2 changes. Both our wingers have been changed, which I know can definitely work in our favour. We've got so much strength and depth there. And Vukovic, denied by 16, just about. It almost went in, and we need to be smarter than that. We shouldn't let them have the opportunity in the first place to get the ball in, but hopefully now we will get something away, and we have done, and Bentel's not going for that. Okay, Josephson's now on the pitch, and he's only going to get 15 minutes or so, but we need to get the... What has Sangrel done? He just ran away from that. Sangrel ran away from that. I'm so... What? You can't even blame the keeper. Look what happens here. Like, Sangrel's there, right? And he just starts... You know what? I'm not going... I'm going to mark the man instead. And I don't think you can do much when your teammates literally done that to you. What is that? We've been the better team. We've absolutely dominated this game, but we're just losing because of that one stupid mistake from an AI point of view. And Bjorkvist goes for goal. It's been saved. I thought it hit the woodwork, but it's been saved. And now, I swear they score again. We should be fine. But Rasmussen, I've literally... I don't know if there's much I could do about that situation when the AI decides to do something stupid. But Josephson, trying to find Bjorkris, wasn't the best ball in the world, but they're going to play it away. And we've not got the ball. Pervik, we're going to get the ball anyway now, but I don't know what you can do. Josephson now on the ball, though. If we equalise it, trouble's over, really. But Storm, Rasmussen, finds Storm, goes for a goal. It's over again. I've been screwed, I feel like, here. Zinnik, Zek, and Milan will get to this. Sangri, if you're going to go and stop a player from doing... Don't just suddenly stop and just run away from him. For goodness sake, I'm definitely dropping him after that. For someone who's 30, I know it's the AI controlling it, and it's probably the match engine thing, but the fact it actually happened at there and it's cost us a goal frustrates me more than I'd like to admit. We should not be losing this game in the slightest. And we should be winning this game. We've had all these chances, we've just not taken them. 21 shots, 8 on target, but no goals. So show for it. Josephson finds Storm. There we go. It's over. We've got the goal. Thank God for that. Thank God Josephson's really good with the ball. And thank God Storm can score. All 3 of our substitutes to be made, and 2 of them just combined. Selikovic, actually all 3 combined for that goal. Selikovic finds Josephson. Josephson with a really good delivery. And Storm, first time ever. Keeper's hopeless. It's 1-1. Thank God we're not screwed by that. I tell you now, if we had not won that game, I would have been livid. If we had lost the game by 2-0 because of that opening mistake, I would be so upset. But thankfully, we're through to the next round anyway. So we're through, AIK are through, and Hammerby are through. So all 3 serious clubs have gone through to the next round of the Europa Conference League. Even if we should not have left it as late as we did, and we should not have been forced to witness a mistake from the AI to almost cost us the game here. But yeah, we're through to the next round. And we are going to get 85 grand again. We take on Wolfsburg. If we manage to beat this team, I think it'd be a miracle. But I don't see it happening. So we are just going to be grateful we even got to this stage in the next place. Fixture rearranged. Yeah. So a few games have been removed because of the Wolfsburg games. Fixture congestion is starting to become a thing. And I'm not a fan of it. Anyway, I'm going to end this here. I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves. I hope you guys like and share this video. And that you subscribe to the channel. It really does help me out a lot. Either way. Until next time, goodbye. And well, good night.